Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make a thumbnail like this, so kind of documentary style. If you want to buy this Photoshop document so you don't have to go through the process of making it, and you can just drag in and out your people, there'll be a link in the description where you can buy this and all my other thumbnails for like $3. That'll be greatly appreciated because I make no money off these videos. So first, you want to start off with here, HDTV 1080p in Photoshop. So just create that. And then if you see these lines and you want to get rid of them, you can press Ctrl H. So the first thing you want to do is open the link in the description and find this photo. This will be the first link. Just drag that into your document. Make it the full size so it fills the whole background. And this is the basis of, that type of style. First thing you can do is down here, press this, add a solid color and set this to black. Press OK. And then right here, you'll see this is the mask. So whatever's drawn over black on here will disappear. So what you can do is press B to go on the brush tool, hold Alt or Option, and then drag with your right click to make it big. So you drag it side to side and make it big, and up and down to change the hardness. So we want to make the hardness 0, make it pretty big. Set this to black here and just click in the middle. You can click 1 or 2 times. And that'll give you the vignette here. Now the next thing you want to do is get whatever photos you want. So I'm just going to use some random stock images. Just put them in here. Now you don't have to get rid of the background on these ones. Instead, what you want to do, then over here hold this and then click on the polygonal lasso tool. Make sure you're selected on this layer and click on the mask. Then just click and draw like a choppy square, I guess. So like make it a square, but not perfectly straight. Not even a square, like a rectangle. Just whatever shape you want. And once you're done, once you get to the end, you should see a little O appears and that'll close the thing off. Click on the mask and click I to invert that. And press Ctrl D to get rid of your selection, and then press Ctrl I again to invert the whole mask. Then you can double click the layer and it'll bring up this. Is first add a drop shadow. And you want to set this to white. Drag the opacity to 100. The distance doesn't really matter. Make sure the blend mode is on normal. Make sure the opacity is on 100. Change the spread to 100. Make the size 0. So this will add a really sharp, kind of like paper. For that angle, you want it to fit with whatever pin photo you have, but we'll get onto that later. So I'll set it to about 60 here and then increase the distance a little bit, and that's that done. Then what you want to do is press Ctrl G to group it and just that single layer. So you can add a normal drop shadow and press reset to default so it gets so it goes back to the normal black one. Make it a bit more opaque and just mess around with these, make the size a bit smaller until it looks how you want. These are my settings if you want to copy them. Once you're done with that, make sure you name your layer so it stays organized. And then you can press Ctrl or Command T and then resize that and put it like around the middle or something. Then if you want a little extra thing you can do is add a new layer by pressing the plus button. Get a square and just put it over their face like that. And then press B to get on the brush tool and fill that with black. And you can just adjust the square to how you look by pressing Ctrl T and then pressing Shift. The next thing you want to do is just get all the other elements that you want and do that same thing to it. Whatever you want that fits the video. And just do that with as many things as you want. And then the last thing you have to do is add the pins and like the little lines. So I'll also have this photo linked in the description, but you can just add this pin here and then just drag it to the center of what you want to put on. Now you can press Ctrl C and Ctrl V to get another one. Put that there. And then just put those on everything you want. And then the last thing you have to do is below the pins. So press all the pins. Press Ctrl G to group it. Name the layer pins. Click whatever layers below that. And then press the plus so it goes below the pins. And then this will be your rope. So what you want to do is on this layer, just draw over the whole thing in red, because that's the color of the rope. And then what you want to do is click down here to mask it and then press Ctrl I on the mask. Now what this means is if you're clicked on the mask and you draw it in white, wherever you draw, it'll kind of make it look like a rope. So what you want to do is click the center of one pin, press shift, click, then scroll over to the next pin, hold shift again and click again, and it'll draw a straight line. And then just do that for all your pins. And once that's all done, go from each pin and just go out off the screen. Because if you look at all these thumbnails, they always have a few going just off the screen randomly. So once that's done, you'll probably have some going like this. You'll just have a lot of pins going everywhere. Once that's done, on the layer with all the lines, double click it, add a drop shadow, make the opacity something high like 100%, make the spread 100, the size really small, and then the distance 1. And then go to texture up here, in bevel and emboss, click texture, and add this tree texture or some other texture, it doesn't really matter, just a texture, and then make the scale something small and the depth something small as well. And then this will just add a little texture to the layer, as you can see there. And that's your thumbnail done. If you want to make it even better, you can click the top layer, scroll down, shift click and click the bottom layer, press Ctrl G to group it, and then press Ctrl J to duplicate it. And then on this layer, press merge group. It'll make a flat layer. Select the rectangle marquee tool, drag over the whole thing, and press the mask. Then right click and press apply layer mask. So this will just clean up the edges and it will make it all flat. So if you have like images sticking out, it won't edit those. Then press filter, camera raw filter, and it'll bring up this menu. And in here you can edit everything like the exposure, so you can make it darker if you want. You can change the contrast if that's what you want to go for. Maybe lower the highlights a bit, up the shadows. Just change all the colors here, make it warmer or colder. Change the tint and just edit it to how you want it to look. If we press backslash, you can see the before and the after. So it's a pretty big difference. And then that's your thumbnail done. So then you can just press file, export it however you want. And that's it. Thank you for watching. If you have any ideas for other thumbnails, please tell me in the comments and I'll try and make a video about it to help you out. I'm going to try and make some more videos, maybe like 1 a week, 2 a week, because I'm on holidays now. But thank you all for watching.